Hello guys, welcome back, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to create a worksheet using Canva. Now typically I use PowerPoint as a tool for creating kind of any sort of educational resource, but I do tend to use Canva as well because it has lots of great features, and even when you don't pay for it, it has so much to offer. So of course, to get started, go over to canva.com. You need to sign in completely free of charge, and then you need to go to the homepage, and there's so many different templates to choose from. For this example though, I'm going to talk and look at worksheets. So it will give you an A4 template, so that way it prints out really nicely. So you're going to go into design at home, then in the search bar, you're just going to put in worksheets. And this one here will pop up and you want to click on blank. Now it already has lots of different designs ready to go, which you can edit and customize however you wish. But for this one, we're going to create a new one. So you're going to click into blank, and it will hopefully pop up with an A4 piece of paper, a perfect blank canvas to start your worksheets creation. So once you've got your canvas set up on an A4 bit of paper, just in front of you there, we're now going to explore different features you can use to create our resource. Now I'm just going to show you an example, but hopefully through this, I'm going to show you the kind of tools I use to create the lots of different types of worksheets, resources, PDFs that I do on my Facebook page and YouTube channel. So I'm going to start with kind of a basic title. So go to text, and you're just going to click the top one. So for this one here, I'm going to do CVC worksheets. Let's call it that, for example. Now, typically, to make the font bigger, you would highlight it and you can change the font size here, but it's actually a much easier way on Canvas. So first I'm going to zoom in. If you click at the bottom, you've got the percentage sign. Click that one and go to fill. That will just mean it fills the screen, so it's a little bit easy to see. Now, to make it bigger, you simply select it and you just drag the corner, just like that. So I'm just going to go back to fit, so that way I can see everything. And you can move it around so it pops at the top. And you're going to drag from the corner again, just so you get the perfect size. And it has a fantastic rules. You can clearly see it's completely in the center, and at the top you can let go like that. I'm going to change it to Comic Sans only because this is something you might have access to. Some of the fonts I'm using now I've imported in, which is a great feature, completely free of charge. Once you get the premium service, you can actually import any fonts you might be using, so you can have like brand consistency. So for example, let's say I want this to be blue with a black border. I'm going to highlight it like this, so double click the text, effects, and you're going to go to splice like that. Obviously we don't want this kind of weird offset thing here, so I'm going to take the bar, we're just going to drag it all the way down. Now the inside color is currently gray. You're going to click it, and it gives you loads of different options. To get kind of a new color, you can just paint color palette there. I'm just going to change it to this kind of blue here. And if we come out, this color option up here is going to be black. That's just telling you what the border is going to be. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Nothing too fancy. Might make it a little bit smaller because it's quite obnoxious at the moment. I'm going to pop it back in the center. So once you're happy with your logo, your title, whatever it is, you want to make sure it can't be moved or edited later on. So what I like to do is click on it, okay, and then you're going to click on the lock button up here. That just locks it completely in place, so it can't be moved. Now I can't move it at all. It can't be edited. It's locked in place. That's perfect. Now, sometimes I like to put a little border around the little sheet, just because it makes it aesthetically pleasing. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to Elements. You're going to type in square. And you need to look out for squares such as this that have dials all the way round. Now, some of them, such as this one here, don't. The annoying thing is they can't be used for canvases that are rectangular because they can't be moved in that way. So just make sure you can find ones that can be like this. Then I'm going to make a rectangle shape like this. Don't worry if it's not in the center just yet. I'm going to show you a little trick in a moment. So that will do. Now, you might think, well, it's not complete center. Perfect. So click it once. You're going to click on position. And you're going to go middle and center. Now it's perfectly in the middle and perfectly centralized on your canvas. So before we move on, I'm just going to lock this in place. I'm going to change it to black actually. So you can click on the object once and go to the color tool up here. And then I'm going to click the lock button to kind of keep it in place there. So once that's all completed, I'm going to actually start creating the activity on the worksheet. Now for this one particularly, I'm going to use a CVC image, and underneath I'm going to have 2 words, and in my circle the correct word that matches the CVC image, right? So I'm going to do a couple of things. First, I'm going to create a square again. So if you just go out of that, you can press elements and type in square. And we're looking for the similar square that you might have for the border, which either is this one here or this one here. I'm just going to use this one for the time being. I'm going to reshape it like that. Don't want it too big, but don't want it too small. That's probably fine. I'm only going to create one for the time being, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then you're going to go to text. I'm going to click on the first option there. And I'm just going to put in cat. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm just going to drag it over like that. That looks all right. I might make it a little bit smaller, and I'll tell you why in a moment, just in case other words don't fit in it as well as cat does. Then I'm going to drag all the way over both objects like that. And I'm going to press Control D, and that just duplicates it. Now I'm just going to move this one next to it like this. Job done. Then it's here. I'm just going to put in dog. Perfect. I might change the text, double click it, and change it to whatever text font you want, I should say. And that one do there. Might just, and that's perfect. Now I'm just going to go to elements. And actually going to find a picture of a dog. So you can, instead of square, I'm going to type in dog. And of course, if you're subscribed with a pro subscription, you get more to select from, but there's still loads to pick from, even if you're on a free account. If I go to the free here and press apply features, still so many. I'll use this bulldog here, and I'll resize him so he doesn't come across too big. Now you might notice, oh, it's too big for the top. Not a problem. You're going to highlight the whole thing like this, and you're going to click group. Now it's completely grouped together, so I can move it around however I want. In addition, you can resize it like that, and it all moves. Now on PowerPoint, you can't do this. This is one of the irritating things, but on Canvas you can, which is really nice. So there's a perfect one. Then I'm simply just going to highlight it again, Control D. I'm going to pop it there, and instead of a dog, I might have, I don't know, a car, like that. Click on that one there. Car's not actually a CVC word, so I can't use that one. Something like fox would work. Like that. Little fox fella here. He'll do. Drag him all across. Now, the great thing is, if you want all the same type of images, when you click on an image, it gives you magic recommendations, which basically just tells you these are all the same images from that author. I'm not really that fussed because I think image is an image, right? So I'm not too bothered, but I think some people are. Ungroup it again just to rearrange it like that. Here, fox. And you might see it doesn't quite fit. That's fine. I'm just going to ungroup it. Click on this one. I'm just going to drag it a little bit wider. Like that. Very easy. And then drag the movement tool here to put it back into place. I'm going to put box in this one. Again, same issue. Just drag it to the right and then move it back into its center. Easy, just like that. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag all the way over it. Control D. Drag it like that. I'm just going to drag one to the bottom, so I really just want one to fit in the center as well. Control D again. So at least then I'm getting 6 per page. Of course, if you just make them smaller, you can get more like that. And then instead of a fox, we could have a cat. We haven't done cat yet. And of course, these are all free options, so you can have any of these ones yourself. Click on that one here, drag it in place, and we're just going to pop it in the center like that. And here we're going to have cats. Oh, let's put in rat and cat. And up here, I might change this to log, so it has the same sound at least. And then what am I also going to do for this one? For this one, I'm going to have bus. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm just going to pop that lovely little London red bus there. Drag it like that. Pop it in the center. Very easy. Bus. And run. Like that. And we could do one more. Just going to duplicate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate both of them. So I can drag all the way over, press Control D, and just drag it all the way over like that. And it fits nicely in place. Get rid of that image there. What else could we do? We could do jog, and a little fella here jogging. That's perfect for a GIF, like that. And we could do, I don't know, pig for the bottom one. Oh my god, some great pictures here. Click that one there. Get rid of the bus. And it's basically just rinse and repeat. The great thing about Canvas is it's so customizable. You can do pretty much anything you want with it. This is just a very quick example of how to do it. Like that pig. You just type in all the things you do. And then you can obviously add some instructions at the top. If you want to unlock it, click unlock, resize it, change it, customize it however you want. It didn't take me too long to do something as basic as that. And then if you wanted a copy of this page very quickly, you just click duplicate page and it pops underneath. So you can have a long booklet if you wanted to of this particular activity. And to change it at the top, you just type in the title CVC worksheet as it once was. And then you have loads of download options. You can click on the dotted lines here, click download, and you've got so many different download options. You've got PNG, JPEG, PND standard. I typically use PND print just because it works better when you want to print it, obviously, but that generally is an issue sometimes. So I do tend to use that and make sure to use that as well. So it's really, really such a great tool and has so much to offer. And you can actually file, you can save it to different locations, save it to folders. You can have folders inside Canva. Of course, you get so much more with the Pro option, but I think you pay for what you get with Canva. The images alone are amazing. They're all royalty free as well. As in, so once you're paying for a premium service, if you're looking to sell some of these worksheets, you can actually use these without any copyright issues. So it's really, really a fabulous tool. There's so much more than what I've just showed you here. So please go ahead and experiment however you can with it. I hope this video helps. Just kind of encourage you to create some resources specialized for any children with particular needs. I know it's helped me in the past, especially in the classroom. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. That really does help me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, or, everything you do can really help me. Click the bell just so you get notified, so you don't miss anything, because the YouTube algorithm is a bit different. But generally, guys, thank you very much for watching, and check out my Facebook page as well. All right, guys, take care. Bye.